EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They go to Elliott again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it with Elliott, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. White. He finds Corey Davis.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Carter.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. White.
A throw to the flat for Carter. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Carter straight ahead.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Now White. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Touchdown!
James Robinson.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets it up past the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 10th carry now for Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Alexander.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, 77 yards. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And he will get in to make it 8-0.
They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson, 75 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw some?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A toss, left side, Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Marcus Williams from his safety spot making a nice play.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's White. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
To throw is White. Throwing on fourth down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Odafe-Oweh. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
But when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 8-6 the score after 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
White's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They toss it out right to Johnson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, White.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he will find Davis. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a 4th down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Another run on second down with Carter.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now White.
That's out wide here for Robinson. He's got the first down and more.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll look look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And this time he is in. Yes. Ty Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Well, now how about this return? The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And this one is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Tucker's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Odafe Owe.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1 yard line. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets.
Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll power his way up near the 25. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 76 yards. And the Chiefs need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot, versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. White flushed out right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On first down, it's White. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. White.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, White completes it to Davis.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Another tote for Carter.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Carter.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Up the middle, Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Going for it, it's Carter.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Michael Carter.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. These two teams all tied after 1. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Mahomes throwing on 4th.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Second down at 7.
here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And the slot man goes in motion left. They go play fake. Mahomes. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 29 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now White with a 1st down throw.
Back-to-back catches here for Carter.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. White looks to throw. And the ball is knocked out. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets.
Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Quickly to the air is Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mixon again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he will take it on in for a Bengals